Tiffany here with Cards Crafty Creations. So today's coloring is going to not be a coloring once again. I'm still working on the art exhibit project, and while I'm not going to be coloring like with a coloring book, I am going to be using some distress stain to stain the canvas, and then later on in the video I'm actually going to be using some watercolor brush markers to watercolor the birch trees that I'm going to add to the canvas. So in this video today is really me prepping the base of the project. So as I've mentioned in my other videos, I'm trying to enter this art piece into a state art exhibit in my local town, and so this is the background to the main display. So, I mean, it is in total a full display, but the background is it's going to be muted. What I'm doing here is I'm Mod Podging some tissue paper to the canvas, and I'm taking it, I'm misting it with water, I'm crinkling it up so that it has texture, so when I spray the stain onto it, it will kind of run into all of those textures, giving almost like another visual kind of tree-like impression in the background. So yeah, I just layered the tissue paper on top of it. The tissue paper has light text on it, so it's not just a cream muted color tissue paper. It actually has some wording on it, which is not a big deal. It doesn't say anything, but it does give it a background. I'm using Holtz Distress Stain. It does come in a dauber, but I've put it into a spray bottle. And so I'm just going to wet the canvas on top and then spray that and let it run down so that it will kind of look like additional trees in the far background, or at least just give it some sort of other dimension or texture. So I'll continue to do this. I'll even use a brush to kind of blend it out and make it kind of at the tops and the bottom blended into like more of a misty looking background on those areas, and then the rest of it will stay as a drip stained effect. So that's what I'm doing in this part of the video, and then I will go ahead and let this dry. I did this over several days, so you'll see that my clothes change, you'll see the lighting changes. I am in my craft room and I don't have any additional light except natural lighting, so as the day changes and night comes, the lighting will change. Same with the direction of the canvas as I work on it throughout. Also in the video you'll see me talking to somebody. My husband was coming in and out, and then later on I was talking on the phone with my mom while I did painting because she lives in California, and so I was just having our weekly chat while I was painting the canvas. So here is where I actually took Canson XL watercolor paper, and I just X-Acto knifed cut out these strips of paper, making some kind of notches out of it, since these are going to be birch trees. I don't know why I chose birch trees. It just seems like, you know, it's a good contrast against the cream and brown background, and I just thought it would be a tree that I could capably make. Not too many branches on it, and the pattern that they have is relatively easy to do, and then it also is in the same contrast color as the violin that I am making too. That video will come out, I think, on the construction already came out, but the paper, the strings, all the embellishments of it will be Friday's video. So here I am, I'm just gluing these strips on to the canvas, and then later on you'll see, I didn't record the whole thing because Painting all of these trees took me hours, several movies of watching while I painted them. And so I kind of show a little bit here in this video me painting them, and then I go do all the rest off camera because it was just way too long. Also, what I do is you'll see later on that I put the canvas in the frame because I want those birch trees to actually go onto the frame, so it gives them dimension since this piece is going to be dimensional. And so those birch tree pieces will also be on the canvas and the framing. So anyways, I'm going to let you guys watch this, and I hope you enjoy. If you like, please like and subscribe, and I think next week I will be back to a regular coloring book coloring because I've actually completed this project and all the color parts of it are finished. So enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.